But first, Lapeer County sheriffs need you to be on the lookout.
It's only going to be a matter of time before we're talking about someone dying.
Someone is throwing rocks and bricks out of a speeding car, already striking 4 times. And we thank you for being with us for the news here at 11. Several drivers were forced off the road in the early morning hours on Sunday.
One of the victims describes the objects as a cantaloupe-sized rock or perhaps brick. Question tonight whether there are several people doing the same thing.
Let's get to Mara McDonald. She's live in Lapeer tonight. And Mara, this all went down over about a 2-hour period Sunday morning.
Kimberly, it sure did, and it went down in 2 spots. The one where I'm at right now, several of those attacks here. The other one about 13 miles away, potentially 2 different cars, but all doing the same thing, chucking big bricks and rocks about this size at oncoming cars. Greg Loudermilk was behind the wheel of his cab early Sunday morning with 2 customers here near Hazen, Oregon, when he saw it coming.
As they were getting closer, I actually saw an arm come out the window with about a cantaloupe-sized rock.
You can see the gouge marks from that rock and a crater in the door.
It actually sounded like I had got hit, and it hit with such force that it actually moved the cab to the side.
Loudermilk says it was a white sedan, likely an Impala or Malibu, and the arm throwing it was male and white, and likely late teens or early 20s. In that same early hour time period, 3 other cars experienced the same thing with heavy damage. Those 3 were in the area of Baldwin and Sutton and Baldwin and Pratt.
The scary part is you got 2 cars traveling at 55 miles an hour. You got a 100-mile-an-hour projectile.
Sheriff McKenna tells us in the Baldwin Road cluster of cars hit, victims say it was a black car responsible. So, does he have 2 different groups on his hands riding around pulling this stunt? Tonight it's unclear, but he's got more cars out on the road patrolling, and he's putting out the word so everybody is aware.
Because it's only going to be a matter of time before we're talking about someone dying.
Back here live, the sheriff's concern is that this is some sort of a fad or prank. He doesn't want to see it take off. There was question about whether he should come out and go as strong on this, and he, for fear that perhaps there would be copycats. His whole attitude is people absolutely need to know what's going on. Kimberly Devin, back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mara, does the sheriff think that this might really just be teenagers thinking that this is funny?
He does. He thinks that we're talking about late teens, potentially early 20s here, and whoever was in that white car that Loudermilk saw, not only was it a young arm, male arm, but that car had the light over the license plate burned out, and they are driving around with their brights on, refusing to turn them off. Yeah. Kimberly, back to you.
Okay, Mara, thanks.